Thank you very much, and I welcome you. I am Senator Dr. Ita Solomon Enang, Officer of the Federal Republic and awardee of the Productivity Order of Merit of the federal government. I'm a lawyer and a political practitioner, elected councillor in the Legislative Council. After that, I went back to my practice, and in course, I contested and won election to the State House of Assembly. I served until the Abuja takeover, and I went back to my legal practice and businesses. Then in 1999, I contested and won to the House of Representatives and served to 2003, won again 2003 and served to 2007, won again in 2007 and served again to 2011, making 12 years in the House of Representatives, called cumulative, after which I contested and won in that 2011 and won from the House of Representatives to the Senate and served up to 2015, and after that, the APC government of President Buhari came in, and I was appointed advisor to the president on National Assembly Matters Senate, and I served and till I was reassigned in 2020 as advisor on Niger Delta affairs, from where I resigned in 2022 late for the governorship election in Akwa Ibom State. And after that, I have been working for the government in different capacities as from without and fully in my practice. I am not a stakeholder in education in this country. I'm not a stakeholder. I am a shareholder in the education in this country. And in the federal education system and setup, I'm not a stakeholder also. I'm a shareholder, because I have participated deeply. Even from when I was in the State House of Assembly, I participated in the effort that led to the withdrawal of teachers' salaries from local government and creating a special vehicle, institution, and office that took up the payment of teachers' salary as early as when before I got to the State House of Assembly, because I was trained as a teacher for 5 years in the teacher training college, and from there I hold the teacher's grade 2 certificate. In addition to my O level, in addition to my A level, I'm a trained certified grade 2 teacher before I went to the university to read law. And in the as a counselor, I saw what teachers went through in the local government. As a member of the State House of Assembly, I saw what teachers and education and students went through. After that, I saw, when I came to the National Assembly, I saw the efforts that were being made to pay teachers and make sure the education in this country goes well. I saw the effort and participated in great deal in the effort we made in 1999 to 2003 to make sure that we create the Universal Basic Education Commission. We were stuck in 2003 when the constitutional interpretation came that we cannot, the National Assembly, the federal government cannot do much about primary education because it is under state government with the local government participating or vice versa. So we work with the federal government to make sure, after the conference in Sokoto, to create the Universal Basic Education in our second term in 2003-2004, to create the Universal Basic Education, which brought funds and funding to the primary and junior secondary education system in the country. And that was intended to ensure that even states that do not have enough money, that do not have a push, that do not have as priority the commission at a higher level, will be able to drive education at that level balanced and equitably in the country, irrespective of the culture, religion, or leaning of that state. So this is how, and as much as I partook in the education at that level, and as I grew up I went on in my second term, in my third term, I discovered that the training of teachers was so bad and so low that it wasn't taken. And I worked with the late Senator Chukwumerije, then in the Senate, to establish a federal college of education, but we couldn't get it through. Earlier than that, I had to. After that, I now pursued the federal polytechnic. I was granted in Akwa Ibom State in 2013-2014 the federal polytechnic, which is now in Okana. We brought it to the state to improve the education in the state. And after that, I worked at the as advisor to the president when honorable members and distinguished senators were bringing so many bills to establish colleges of education, federal polytechnics, universities. We worked with the system led by Abba Kyari, led by the President Buhari, Abba Kyari, the then Chief of Staff, Adamu of the then Minister of Education, and myself to agree on areas and states that will have universities, colleges of education, and polytechnics, so as to douse and balance what the National Assembly were doing. With myself as advisor on National Assembly, I was able, in cost, we were able to get the Federal University of Technology sited in Ekorabasi for Akwa Ibom State. And at the tail end of our service, we worked, and His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, Grand Commander of the Federal Republic, was gracious enough to grant us in Akwa Ibom, and grant me in particular, the Federal College of Education in Ididebibiono, the teacher training college I attended to become a grade 2 teacher. I succeeded that it was converted now as Federal College of Education. So these are and I am doing so much with a TED fund with other institutions to make sure that the university, the College of Education starts. Let me congratulate and appreciate the Governing Council, the leadership of the college, led by Dr. Edem Chuk as the provost and others, and other persons, and indeed the government of Akwa Ibom State, led by Governor Omoyino, and of course the aid and pilotship of Senator Godswill Akpabio as Senate President to attract programs and facilities to this Federal College of Education. So this has been my trajectory in the education sector in the States and in Nigeria and Akwa Ibom State. I am proud to say that I am a very ardent supporter of debates, because debate sharpens the intellect of children. And when children are preparing for debate, they will listen to everything and get current on every matter. They will look at the subject matter. Is it mathematics? Is it education? Is it physics? Is it current affairs? They will try to be proficient in those areas. And within the school system, you find a lot of competition among the children, trying to be the one that will be chosen to represent the school, the class, and later to represent the school. So it activates intellect, it activates the school system, and it gingers the competition among children. It also makes different schools who are competing to either represent the state or represent their zone to also be very active. It also keeps children very engrossed to make sure that they study hard, get imbued, and will then be able to contest and win. Meanwhile, I'm not happy that Akwa Ibom State did not make it to the final at this time. I know that the Governor Omoyino, and the Commissioner for Education, Professor Sien Omo, we work together very closely, made effort. I don't know why they didn't make it, and I pray that the next time they will make it to the finals and be in this competition. So I commend the school debates. That's why we'll support it by every means, by little means we can. We encourage it, and I will urge that it should be sustained. I will urge that we do not just concentrate this debate and participation in certain areas. Let us take even participation in areas that are challenged. By God's grace, all this will be over. And in the course of the debate, there are certain current issues now that even the way children even reason and will participate and will bring out in the debate, the international community will know that even children understand the core issues in Nigeria causing insecurity, and everybody will join hands to help Nigeria overcome its present challenges. I welcome myself, and congratulations to the participants, congratulations to the Ministry of Education, and congratulations to the organizers of this school debate. Congratulations. Let me appreciate the organizers for identifying me and offering me this award. You did very diligent research to find me out and locate me. I dedicate this award to the children of the underprivileged who did not and do not have the means to attend the best of schools, but who, in whatever situation they find themselves, they still come out the best of that which God created them to be. I dedicate this award to them.